Okay, so I went to the shop and I bought some isopropyl alcohol. That should be enough, I think, to clean this radio. Okay, so I am now trying to remove this diffuser panel here, since I don't want to damage it, and mainly I also want to clean the radio behind it. But it's not easy to remove at all. So here on the left side, the bar is pinched to stop the washer from flying off. So it's not easy to remove it on this side, and on that side it's sticking through quite long. So to get it out, it needs quite a bit of ingenuity. In any case, it's glued here, so you can easily remove the old glue with isopropyl alcohol. Here, same thing, on the tops here it's also glued, so I would suggest remove this glue first. And once the glue is removed and you get the bar loose, see, then you should be able to pop out the diffuser, like this. So it should, voila, so now it's loose basically, and now I should be able to take out the diffuser once I get it loose here on the bottom of well, and then I can see more easily how to get these brass bars out of here. See, on this side here it's melted all the way, so it's completely, I need to undo this in some way to try to get this bar out. Well, at least the diffuser is out. So you also need to remove this. Voila. Okay, so the diffuser is out. Now I can much more easily reach all this inside here, and also clean this one up here. So I'm trying to remove here on the pinch on this side, so I can slide the entire rod here on the left through this hole. This is gonna work. I'm afraid not. So let's see. So the washer is already through, so we're making progress. And this should also now move through here. No, yes. Aha! Okay. And here there is a bit of glue left here, so it's moving a bit more difficult. Alright. So the reason why it's so important for me to have this bar removed is because I want to, I'm thinking about respraying this faceplate here, because it's, you see, it's quite well rusted. So I would like to respray this white. So yeah, then this bar obviously needs to be removed, because I can't remove the faceplate itself because it's also riveted here in the bottom here into the chassis. But anyway, now I have my isopropyl alcohol at hand, and I'm gonna clean everything nicely inside here, and then I'll come back later to the video. See, it's cleaning up quite well. So this has already been cleaned, and this part here in the middle as well, and this is still left to do. So it's cleaning up nicely. There is a lot of dust and a lot of grime on the radio, but the chassis underneath is still very nice. So I think it's gonna end up looking very, very nice. So I just desoldered the filter can here. See, this is the filter can, and you see it's leaking quite badly, both on the top and the bottom here as well. And I just cut off the leads, so now I will open it up and restuff it with some new caps. So this is just simply a 2 times microfarad capacitor. So I will put take everything out which is in there and put some new capacitors, some new electrolytics in there. Okay, I'm gonna clean all this up here because I need to get rid of all this disgusting stuff which comes out of the cap, and then I'll come back to the video. Okay, so this is what I created here. I completely cleaned the can of the original filter capacitor, and this is what I created. So I just put two 47 microfarad capacitors. And I put them also, the leads, through the original bottom plate of the capacitor. So I'm just going to put them in here like this, and then it should look like an original old one. And I'm just gonna close this up now again, and then put it back in the radio. Okay, so see, this is what I did. Looks okay, right? The only thing is that here there is a bit of damage. This is damage which I didn't really cause. I mean, it was already damaged here at the bottom, this can. It just made it worse opening it up. Okay, so I replaced the filter can, and I'm now going to try a first power up. It's the only thing I have changed on the radio so far, and I really didn't want to try power it up before I changed the filter can, obviously because of the bad condition. I haven't changed anything else, so I'm gonna see how the radio, if the radio works or not. So this is the first time that I'm gonna be powering it up. And obviously I'm gonna use the dim bulb limiter here, and I'm gonna start with a huge restriction and just see if I don't have any shorts and so on. I'm also not gonna leave it running for too long because I haven't changed the grid stop resistors, capacitors, so I don't want to risk damaging the tubes or anything. Yeah, so but it's quite exciting anyway. So I'm just gonna quickly check if the radio is working, and then I'm not gonna power it on for too long, and then I'm gonna start changing capacitors. So let's see. As I said, I have a huge restriction here. This is a 15 watt light bulb, so obviously it won't do a lot if I just put on a 15 watt light bulb in series with the radio. But I'm just gonna power it up with that, let it run for a while, see if everything is okay, and let the components slowly get used to the voltage, because I have no clue how long this radio has not been used. So okay, here I have on the multimeter I have the B plus. I think I have the B plus. It should be here. And I have the speaker of the workshop here connected to the speaker output. So yeah, let's give it a go. So yeah, the radio is still off. Let's just put it, maybe it's just, let's start with pickup input and see what happens. Okay, the light is going very bright, the voltage is dropping very low. It's only getting like 40 volts to the radio. The B plus is also at 40 volts. Oh, and I have a dial lamp here which is glowing very faintly. I don't know if you can see it. I forgot to mention that I did test the input transformer, which is fine. Which looked fine, was not shorted, so I tested that first. This dial lamp is not doing a lot, but okay, this one is glowing very faintly. I'm having here 50 volt on the B plus and it's rising. That actually looks okay. Okay, I'm gonna change to a 40 watt light bulb. Okay, the dial lamp is glowing harder. I'm getting now 140 volt to the radio. B plus is going into 150. Can't hear anything yet, which is expected, I guess. Yeah, everything looks like it's okay. I can also see here the ECC85 is starting to glow. That's nice. I'm gonna switch to 60 watts now. Let's go to 75 watts. It's going to 180 volt I have now on the radio. And it's drawing 170 milliamp. I'm hearing nothing. Oh, I'm hearing crackling, I think. Yeah, yeah, you probably won't hear it on the video, but I'm hearing some crackling in the speaker. So I think the amp is working. Let me see if I can. Yeah, the amp is working. I'm giving it 177 volts at the moment, and the B plus is 174. I'm just gonna check quickly if it's trying to receive. So this should be long wave. Nothing. Medium wave. Also nothing. Short wave. Also nothing. Yeah, maybe the B plus is not enough, huh? Because according to the schematic we need like 265 volts B plus, so maybe FM. Oh, I haven't cleaned the switches, but it's trying to pick up something, but see the switches, yeah, the switches definitely need to be cleaned. I'm gonna give it another bulb. What do I have on there now? 75 watts, maybe 100 watts. I'm going up to 196 volts now. Yeah, there is absolutely nothing on the AM bands. If I wiggle with the switch, I do get some static, but it's very, very faint. Okay, let's just go to 120 watts. It's a lot of heat coming here from the radio, but it's normal, I guess. We have a working amplifier though. But, yeah, I lost a bit of footage here because I ran out of battery. And unfortunately what I missed recording was a nice little elegant puff of smoke that came out of the radio. So I was a bit experimenting with what was working and what was not, like you saw in the previous clip. And then suddenly from here around this area there was a bit of smoke that came out suddenly out of the radio, so I quickly shut it off. And then yeah, I noticed that it was this resistor over here that overheated. So see, it was this one. You can clearly see the overheating marks here. So yeah, I think I pushed my luck a bit too far with powering up the radio. So I'm not gonna do that again, and it shows again how careful you have to be when plugging in a radio like this, which hasn't been serviced or which still has all the old components. So yeah, that's the next step, changing out the capacitors in the audio section, and then afterwards only try to power it up again. So yeah, lesson learned, I guess.